Peace, family. We are now live. We are now live, family. Thank you for your patience. You know, Brother Rich is late, but on time at the same time. Let me know if y'all could see and hear. Well, you can't see me because Brother Hankh is on the camera, but let me know if you can hear me and you can see Hankh right now, family, because we're going to have an extraordinary show for y'all tonight.
Oh, yeah. Get your pens and paper ready. It's about to go down and up.
Mm-hmm. Down and up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, family, let me know if you can hear me. I don't know why I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody typing. Yes, clear. Darlene. Peace to Darlene. Tavares said yes, clear. Okay, great. All right, family. So we about to get started. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all share the family. Make sure you're comfortable. It's good to be comfortable if you can. Sometimes y'all on the road or you're on the train, but if you can be comfortable during this show. Have a pen and a pad. It's gonna be a fun show, but it's gonna be very informative at the same time. As always, let's get to a few commercials, family, from some black businesses, and we will be right back. All right, family, stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right.
Hey there! Had a bad dream? I have dreams too. Some parts are scary and some parts are fun. Always remind yourself, it's only a dream and everything will be okay. I had a dream about being in a forest too. Check it out, my pet Petey was with me. Order your copy of Kayla Petey and the Forest on Amazon today.
Hey family, this is King Simon. Don't forget about getting your new motivation session at 347-496-1022. And don't forget about the Cosmic Alignment Workshop on May the 15th. Go to zenbar.org. That's zenbar.org.
Peace, family. Also, make sure y'all sign up to the Wayne Chandler Workshop on May 21st, 2022 from 1 to 5. You can purchase tickets at waynechandler.eventbrite.com. Me and Hankh, we're going to touch on that a little later on in the show also, because it's totally connected to what we're doing tonight as well, family. Brother Hankh, a.k.a. Uncle Hanky, welcome back, my brother.
Welcome back. Family, listen close. You are Metatron. You are Metatron. We are Metatron. And tonight we're going to increase, amplify, restore our Metatron's cube like Enoch, the Ethiopian. It's going down tonight. Get your pens and paper. I'm excited for y'all. No joke. My melanated carbon life form diamond family.
Yo, y'all hear this brother, man? Oh man, y'all hear this brother? This brother is he's activated. He is activated. All right. C Noise say, yeah, I'm back at NYC. C Noise, yeah, I'm back at NYC. I've been here for about a week. I'm gonna be here for about 2 more weeks. Then I'm gonna be on the move again. But I'm back up here. Hankh, man, this is an important show. Metatron.
Yes.
Enoch. So from what I understand,
let's invite him into the show.
Yeah, you start off.
I am in me. I am in Brother Rich. I am in you, the listening audience, now and in the future. In the name of love, we ask the presence of Enoch, the Ethiopian, who ascended into the heavens and became Metatron. I ask the presence of Sheikh Amadou Bamba, Sheikh Ibrahim, the avatars, the ascended masters of Senegal. I call in the name of love to Simeon Toko, the latest Christ born in the Congo, to be a part of this show. I want to call and ask the presence of Melchizedek, Elijah, Yeshua, Black Madonna, Mother Mary, Heteru, to be with us. And family, in the name of love, I ask that Archangel Michael surround you, protect you during these trepidous times. And we say together, Ashe, Mahalo, Donada, Wado. So be it.
All right. So, Hankh, now when we speak on Metatron, from what I understand, a lot of Christians watch the show. And there were several books taken out of the Bible,
yes,
that they aren't aware of. One of them is the Book of Enoch.
Yes.
So what I understand, Metatron is the higher consciousness of Enoch. So talk to me about the Book of Enoch that was taken out of the Bible and how is Metatron connected to
The
Enoch.
book, the only Bible that's complete that hasn't been a watered down, colonized version is the Ethiopian Bible. It has the 20 missing books that are not in the colonized countries. Enoch, Book of Maccabees. Special shout out to Ross Ben, because we spoke on this years ago. And there are other books that talk about reincarnation. These 20 books show that, like energy, you are eternal. So Enoch, he was, according to the text, he was a holy black man. All right. That's also, if you don't think color matters, you should see what happened when they found out that the latest Christ, Simeon Toko, was in the Congo and the Pope fainted. Okay. So you don't think color matters? Oh, yes, it does. And so they don't want you to know that a carbon magnetic black man ascended to the heavens and sat on the right hand side of God. Okay, so we are a conundrum of genetic experiments. So you have different ETs versus gods in the Bible, because in the beginning in Genesis it says, "Let us." Who's us? If God said, "Let us," and then when Adam and Eve ate the fruit of knowledge of good and evil, God said, "Oh, they have become like us." Who's us if there's only one God? So there's a whole mixture, and with a lot of influence of the Sumerian text. So, this is deep water when you talk about biblical history. Getting back to Enoch, Metatron's cube. When he goes into Metatron, when you look at Metatron's cube, it's the representation geometrically of eternal life and magnificent miracles and power that lives within each of us. However, through the stresses of everyday life, through the trauma of childhood, between conception and the age of 7, your sacred geometry, can they see this, Brother Rich? 6-sided cube. And within that, you have the ability to literally teleport, levitate, live forever. But it's just the sacred geometry. And happiness, oxytocin, Metatron's cube. Serotonin, Metatron's cube. It's the same shape. It's a 6-sided hexagonal shape. THC, Metatron's cube. Testosterone, Metatron's cube. Estrogen, Metatron's cube. Carbon, diamonds. Alkaline water, crystals, snowflakes, gravity, electricity, all 6-sided. So if you're living inside a square house with 90-degree corners, imagine what that's doing to your hexagonal snowflakes, crystalline structure of your molecules within your body. So what do you have to do? You have to reinforce it. And what you're going to learn tonight, remember the last time, that was page 1 when we were here talking about the xenon bulbs.
Right.
Let me just touch on that real quick, because what that does, that reestablishes the hexagonal Metatron's cube in the body. If you look at the heart chakra, Brother Rich, it looks like Metatron. It's 6-sided. It's a 6-sided representation. It looks like the Star of David.
Yeah, I got it on the screen right now.
You got it on the
Metatron's
screen.
cube.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. If you look at that, that's Metatron's cube. Love is supreme. That means love, it has a geometric shape. So does bliss. So does joy. And these chemicals in your body, these feel-good hormones, are shaped hexagonally for your body. But if you become angry or unforgiving, it bends and twists your hexagonal shape to looking like melted jello. That's why you got to get the book, Messages from Water by Dr. Emoto, that speaks of how your thoughts and feelings impresses the shape of the molecules of water, because we are water vessels. We are biochemical, magnetic water vessels. So what you think and feel creates hexagonal, beautiful, crystalline snowflakes that Enoch, the Ethiopian that became Metatron, he was showing, just like Yeshua was showing, what you're capable of doing if you follow the path of the heart. That's what it means also in ancient Egypt. Follow the path of the heart. But it's not easy. So tonight, we're going to share with you technology so that you can not only magnetize your blood, and I'm going to show this too. This is a prototype. This is why I was tripping for Brother Rich calling me, because I've been in the lab zone for weeks, y'all.
I got a picture of the melanin molecule on the screen right now.
Look at the 6 sides of the
Let me see.
melanin molecule. 6-sided. Look at testosterone, 6-sided. And I also have to say, Brother Rich, testosterone levels in men are at a 50-year low. So in other words, we're being assaulted, and I believe it's assault by not only rubber shoes, but cell phone towers, satellite radiation, radio transmission. They have all kind of electronic pollution going through the air in the name of communication that's literally shrinking and reducing our testosterone, because our crystal balls are external. So we're getting inundated with radiation that drops the Metatron cube of testosterone. And how is that impacting women? So we have to reinforce sacred geometry in our homes, in our bloodstream, in our crystal activation. I want to show you tonight simple ways that you can get magnets. Remember, this is part 2 now. Brother Rich called me today, and I was like, Brother Rich, how you be reading my mind? Remember the ceramic magnets? If you put it in this formation, this will give the radiation in the sacred geometry of magnetizing water. And I studied water family for 30 to 40 years, and it was only within the last 2 weeks that I realized that Metatron's cube is the highest way to magnetize your blood and regenerate your cells, tissues, and organs.
Wait, hold on. Say that again. Metatron's cube.
Metatron's cube
is the highest
sacred geometry activation for water. So if you don't have the magnets yet, take a picture of Metatron's cube and put it on the side or the bottom of a jug of water. Okay, so what I did tonight, and I was a little bit late, so pardon me, it wasn't Rich's fault. I brought a diving weight. This is a 10-pound lead weight that's covered with rubber, because I wanted to show y'all what happens. Okay, so I got crystals on, but we'll get to that later. But here's my lift with 10 pounds. And this is Metatron's cube that you can create. I'm going to show you how to create it tonight. I got my hand over it. Okay, here, this is a 2-finger lift. You getting this, Brother Rich?
Yeah.
Okay, now I move my hand away. And this is my lift. Because there's radiation in the air that is creating aging and disease, and it's called deuterium. Deuterium.
Wait, hold up. So you said what's in the air now?
Radiation, heavy hydrogen radiation in the atmosphere causing aging, called deuterium. Deuterium is in water, it's in your drinks, and is concentrated in food. Deuterium. So the cutting edge water research is not alkaline water. The cutting edge research in water is deuterium depleted water, that you take a stainless steel pot of water, bring it to a boil, and put it into a sink of cold water for 30 seconds to a minute, and stir it with a wooden spoon, because it's going to cause the temperature to drop about 5 to 10 degrees. After 1 minute, take it out the cold water in the sink, which will now be warm, place it back on the stove and bring it to a boil again, but have a glass top. And if you have Ghetto Perrier, you'll see the condensation, the collection of all the sludge that's in the water. So if you just want to use distilled water, you'll have less coagulation at the bottom. But deuterium is what causes aging and disease, and all the Ivy League schools are studying and researching because they find it fascinating. And the man that created the machine, the pyramid machine, called JohnEllis.com, I had interviewed him. He's 90, he's in his early 90s, still running $1 million company upstate New York. He drinks that water as a way of life. So all of you who got money, imagine having a hot tub full of pyramid water that you've literally taken gallons, brought it to a boil, drop it in a sink of cold water for 30 seconds to a minute, stir it with a wooden spoon, then bring it back on the stove to a boil again. And what that heating and cooling does, like a hot spar, is restores the hexagonal geometry of the cells, tissues, and organs, especially when you drink. And also, in these crazy times we live in, if you make that water, it makes you radioactive proof and radiation proof. So the radiation, say if they just got crazy and they just dropped the bomb somewhere and that radiation came, you got to have iodine or sea moss, or you can make the supercharged water, which neutralizes the hydrogen, neutralizes the radioactive elements and also toxins in your body. So when you start drinking that water, and if I'm talking too fast, it's only because I was excited and I was riding my high speed 10 speed over here. So if y'all need to have me slow down, y'all let me know. All right, because you can supercharge water. It makes the water hexagonal. Metatron's cube again. Whether you call it H2O or H12O6, doesn't matter, because it's called morphic resonance, sacred geometry. That equilateral triangle, that energy will literally restore the sacred geometry, the Metatron shape of each of our cells. Radiating and anointed by happiness from our hearts. Yes, brother Rich.
Somebody made a good point in the comments section. They said that the Metatron's cube you're holding up looks like a fidget spinner.
Yeah, does it?
The fidget,
and that's why we have subconscious memory, and we just like to play with it for no obvious reason, because it's causing subconscious memory of the plane. Bzzz, and it just spins around. But that's the way your cells are supposed to spin when we're prime time in our youth. And what gradually happens in this toxic zone is that we have the diminishing, just like if you look at honeycomb. Honeycombs are also hexagonal and it's strong. If you look at a bumblebee, he's really levitating. If you look at his little ass wings, a bumblebee is partially levitating because according to modern day physics, a bumblebee isn't supposed to fly, but the bumblebee doesn't know he's not supposed to fly. I just looked at a bumblebee outside my building the other day. That guy's huge, and he had these little ass wings. He got these little wings. He's doing levitation. That's all hexagonal technology. What would happen if you? Let me show you. I showed you my. Oh, look! This is what I was researching, family. I was researching Metatron's cube on pyramids. Okay? Y'all see this? Can they see it, Brother Rich?
Yeah.
Then I had to figure out, and this is what I want you to walk away with tonight. What's the magnetic arrangement to activate regeneration and health and also psychic abilities by the polarity of magnets? Because the last time I came here, family, I was telling you to use a compass for magnets. So let me show you this real quick. I was wearing this for a little while, okay? But before I had it long wearing it lengthwise, I had it like this. And I was like, whoa, I could feel the energy coming out as if I had a pair of pyramid breasts. And it was like, I was like, whoa, sisters are sleeping on the power of the pyramid energy in their breasts. All right. But that's a subject for another day. Getting back to the pyramids. You won't have to watch this show more than once, because I'm going to drop a bunch of stuff on y'all. Cancer, diabetes, heart attack is because the blood is too thick. You hear me, family? Heart attack, diabetes, cancer is because blood is too thick, and the sacred geometry, Metatron's cube, has collapsed and become like a mass of like a blob instead of the beautiful six-sided shape, almost like a pristine crystal snowflake, because of holding grudges or holding pain. So what your body needs sometimes is reminders in the form of healthy food and drink. So if you buy these magnets from the hardware store, you just simply put it on a string and then hang it. See how I'm hanging this in the air? Yeah. On the side that's pointing towards the north. right now, that's the south side of the magnet. This side is south because opposites attract with magnets. And the side that's pointing south, this is the north side. And what you do is you put a piece of tape on there and mark down south, that's pointing towards the North Pole. This is going towards Harlem right now. Harlem is north of Brooklyn. All right. And this is pointing magnetic to the magnetic North Pole. So this arrangement here, family, these three are North Pole. We're talking about Metatron's cube. If you look at Metatron's cube closely, it will look like two of these sacred geometries combined. So instead of 3 and 1 in the center, it would be 6, 1 in the center. There is so much mathematical genius in Metatron's cube, and this comes from our ancestor, Enoch the Ethiopian. So be proud of your bloodline, because graphene is also 6-sided. Anti-gravity is 6-sided. They found that there's a scarab, a certain scarab, a Russian scientist discovered in Siberia. His name is Viktor Grebennikov. He discovered a particular scarab that looked very similar to the Egyptian scarab. And the scarab did not fly flapping his wings with air. He had anti-gravity wings underneath the beetle outer shell. And what the beetle simply did was he lifted the outer shell of his wings and levitated. So Viktor Grebennikov created a levitation platform, 2 foot by 2 foot of the beetle wings. All right. Now, what I'm leading to, when he looked under the microscope at the wing structure, it was Metatron cube shape. It was hexagonal, and in the middle of one small microcosmic 6-sided cone was looked like a hair or a wire extending out from the top of the cone. Now, how many degrees is the cone? I don't know. I sure like to find out. So with levitation of the beetle wings, Viktor Grebennikov reached Mach 2, twice the speed of sound. He got up to a height, I believe it was 10,000 feet, and he didn't feel any wind because there was some kind of energy field from the beetle wings that prevented the air from blowing on his face, and nobody could see him on the ground. This is Metatron technology, family.
Wow.
So I'm not going to talk about the philosophical. We're going to do hands-on approach.
Hands-on Metatron technology.
Literally, yes. What'd you say, Brother Rich?
No, this is hands-on Metatron.
This is hands-on Metatron technology. And then imagine placing the Metatron, just like this disc right here, family. I created this tonight just for you. And you can buy these washers in the hardware store, okay? Because this is simply 4 magnets. And this is a washer. Can they see it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what you do after you hang the magnet from a string, so you can see which side wobbles towards the North Pole. I can see right now that this side here is the south. So the South Pole, I would simply put in the middle of the washer like this. So you're going to have the South Pole facing you first. And then you're going to attach 1, 2, 3, and you'll basically make an equilateral triangle. This is magnetic Metatron's cube. Now, let me tell you who my inspiration was to create this years ago. Our mad scientist brother named Lester Loving. And let me tell you why. Lester Loving, God bless him. And I'm asking my ancestors, okay, I dropped this on them? Said yes. Lester Loving shared with me. He's an awesome brother. He levitated as a kid.
Yeah.
He got hit by a car, family, and he floated up into the air until his mama took him by the hand to bring him back down to the ground. All right, so a lot of us sometimes are here and not here at the same time. But getting back to the story, when scientists first wanted to open up the temple of Heteru in ancient Egypt, or what is called now Cairo, but they wanted to first sample the air. They drilled, according to Lester Lovin, they drilled a hole and stuck a probe into the temple that's been sealed for thousands of years to test the air and the ionization of the air. And guess what? Found out
What?
the air was 70% negative ions and 30% positive ions. So what the military did, created a simulated battle dome, put soldiers in with, laser guns and everything, and they started firing at the targets, and then they pumped the air of 70% negative ions with 30% positive ions. And what happened, the soldiers became psychic within minutes and started hitting the targets behind them without even looking. So it literally activated their Metatron capabilities. And we're talking about Metatron is in chakras. Metatron is in pineal gland. Metatron is in the bloodstream. Metatron is throughout your entire body. You, my brothers and sisters, we are Metatron materialized. And what we have to do is crystallize our sacred geometry once again. So I have a feeling, and this is only a feeling because I'm getting such incredible results with this combination, that this not only activates water, which is liquid crystal, but what do you think it does to crystals, my brothers and sisters? Now, this is where it's going to get good.
You gotta love this guy.
Okay, I got on crystals
Oh, man.
that I put Metatron's cube on.
Talk the mic. I don't want you to. Yeah. Just
Bear with me, Buddha. Can I lift it?
Yeah.
I put on my crystal, the Metatron cube. I put that on my crystal and muscle tested and asked the spirit of the crystal, just taking my time, does it like it? And it said yes. So the crystal has north, 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 and one south in the middle. So I did it also on the back of the crystal, so that facing me is north, 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 south. But my intuition, family, my I am says that combination very possibly may be very close to that 70-30 that crystals like, that water likes, and our cells like. So what I did, y'all heard of Pneumite? It's called a sorcerer's stone. I did the same thing with my Pneumite. I put north, 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 south facing me, and it seems to activate the Pneumite, activate the black tourmaline, activate the quartz. All right. Herkimer diamond. I got Herkimer diamond on. And let me tell you, it feels so good. It feels like I just wake up earlier. I usually like to wake up like around 11 o'clock. I used to like waking up around 11 a.m., start getting into the lab around 1:30 in the afternoon. Family, I'm waking up like 7:30, 8 o'clock, ready to work by 8:30, 9 o'clock. And I'm realizing that this is sacred geometry reactivation. This is Metatron's cube that you can enrich your life with. And you can order these magnets online. You can get neodymium magnets, okay? Because I had these custom made, and I presently don't have them on the market except the orders that I'm working on. And Brother Rich, I always got to hook you up with something, but I'm excited for you because you can get these round gold magnets on on eBay. I'm gonna pull it off here. You can get it on eBay. These round different size magnets. And these are all gold, 24 karat gold coated neodymium magnets. And once you create your magnet and mark it north and south, you can make smaller magnetic arrangements to activate your crystals, and the ions and the orgone, you'll feel it radiating through the whole room. You can have a new business, family, activating crystals with Metatron's cube. That's what I wanted to share with you tonight. Take the ball and run with it, because I'm feeling good. And we create a field that's so thick, you don't have to worry about negative energy radiating from extreme low frequency electronic pollution or people's energy. You know, all of us are hurting. We're survivors of trauma. Forgive them for the sake of your own Metatron cellular matrix. Forgive them for that, so that each day you feel lighter, stronger, brighter. And imagine what this will do for our brothers and sisters if they take the xenon bulb and put it next to the jug of water that also has Metatron's cube underneath. I don't even know yet. Spray it on your scalp, make your hair grow back. Now, I had a customer call me today, and she said, brother, I got 2 xenon bulbs in my bra, and I don't feel nothing, except it made my period come back, and I haven't had my period in years. And I said, if you had your period come back, sister, that means you just had womb regeneration.
Yeah, that's wow.
Okay. A lot of women don't like having their moon cycle, but as long as you have feminine balance and estrogen, and you know, that's a youthful formula. So what I suggested to her, and I'm going to suggest it to you, my sisters, don't be skimpy with regeneration and bringing your breasts firm and upright. Make a bra coated with the xenon bulbs. Tape them on or glue them on, even if you just wear them in your house, because the xenon creates a field 1 to 2 feet in every direction. Imagine having bras on. Imagine having it all over your bed. And then imagine not only the xenon bulbs, but the Metatron's cube. Now I'm sleeping with all these crystals on. This is the way I rock. And I wash my beads so they smell good. And I wash my crystals because they are living life forms. Crystals are living life forms, and they are Metatron technology in a different form of life. And they need activation with lightning. Lightning, which brings me to something else that I want y'all to plug into. Okay. I got to give special acknowledgement to Master Kalindi Ayi. And I also have to acknowledge who I call my drunken master little brother, Dooley from Boston. He showed me this crystal, Brother Rich, and it's called Ying Meng Zhu. It's a certain type of crystal that was found throughout the world in rare forms, but the Chinese realize it generates life force. Okay, this
Qi.
It generates qi, and you can look it up, family, while you're listening to the show. It's called Ying Meng Zhu. All right, and what happens is, after I cleaned it off with alcohol, I put the small magnets, the Delta Metatron Cube magnets, on my stone, and it was like it woke up. The eyeballs popped up. It woke up, and I could feel the energy radiating. So I saw our brother Dooley earlier today. I was like, yo, Dooley, we got to put the Metatron magnets on. And I was calling it Delta, because if you look inside Metatron Cube geometry, you got all kind of sacred science. You got the flower of life. So I put the 3 magnets on his, and he was muscle testing it. And you can do the same, but you have it facing north, 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 south, facing you. So you could put that in the front of the crystal, in the back of the crystal, and test it, family. You'll see that they love it. And here I got even smaller magnets that I bought online. These are round, but you can use these in the same fashion with this as the ceramic magnets, so that you literally, with a little practice, you can say, I, for a small fee, will activate your crystals with Metatron technology. And you can also create magnetic discs to magnetize water, tea, and juice. And I ask people, why don't you try it with your liquor? I wish you would have a drink in here, bro. I would try that right now. Rub the Metatron's cube, because it looks kind of high and dry up in here. He's been feeding the ancestors.
Yeah, I'm low in here.
Yo, okay, hey, you low.
Hey, make sure you leave that here, though. I'll try it tomorrow.
Oh, I got you, brother. I got you. But let me tell you, it will change the flavor of liquor so that it's smoother, sweeter, and water. You know what I find? This tastes almost electrically sweet when I put it underneath my water jug and let it sit overnight. It tastes electrically sweet, like I never tasted that before. Okay,
this is a couple. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Go,
before
brother.
you continue. from the people in the chat. How do you spell the crystal you just mentioned?
Oh, let me pull it up on my phone, okay?
Yeah. I just
Let me pull it up.
I don't want that because that was some important
I'll
information.
tell you right now. Special shout out to Master Kalindi's student, Brother Oyi. He said that he has some. Let me see. And Ying Meng Zhu. Hold on, let me pull it up. Ying Meng
Is it
Zhu.
Y-E?
Y-E space M-I-N-G space Z-H-U.
Yeah, somebody in the chat spelled it. All right.
Okay, now let me tell you what I learned, family. I don't want you to waste a lot of money because they say, oh, it's so rare. There's only a few real ones because they said the Chinese had it until the Chinese Revolution, and then they disappeared. And a group of mad scientists recreated the formula and made a simulated stone. So I was like, okay, that's fine because we got technology, family. You have the violet ray wand, which is argon, xenon in the wand like this. You can use this to activate your crystals. All your crystals love xenon or argon and neon with high voltage. They all love this. It's like food for the crystals. You hear that? That's the lightning going into my skin, but it's no current. It's just high voltage. Crystals love getting activated with this, along with the taser and the laser. So what you do is place the small magnets in the Metatron arrangement on the Ying Meng Zhu, and it will activate or bring the crystal to life because all crystals start inside the Earth's magnetic soil. So it's like taking the crystal out of the soil. You are taking out the battery power of the cell phone. You want to feed a crystal. You just don't want to be a biological parasite sucking on the energy of a crystal. Think about it. You got to give to receive. So when I come to see Brother Rich, I don't come empty-handed. My family's from down south. They say it's bad manners. They'll ask who raised you if you go to somebody's house asking, I'm hungry, what you got to eat? And you don't bring no chips, you don't bring no drinks, you don't bring no liquor, you don't bring no Kool-Aid, you don't bring no roots. So make sure that you follow our ancient tradition and bring gifts, gifts, because you are Metatron's cube. I am Metatron's cube. We are Metatron's cube. What's the next question, Brother Rich? Anything?
Man, this is you mentioned chi in the Yizing Yu.
Oh yeah, I got one on.
I'm doing a workshop with the master teacher Wayne Chandler.
Let's talk about that. Wayne Chandler is on another level. I heard because I studied Qigong. Back in the day, I studied martial arts, but I studied Qigong because if you fall, you bounce like a tire. You fill up the connective tissue. Special shout out to Wayne Chandler. If you're listening, brother, I salute you. I salute you. He's doing breath work, and he literally collects by breathing and intention the voltage from the atmosphere, and it travels through the fascia. It looks like saran wrap surrounding muscle tissue all through the body, all over the body. You have this saran wrap like tissue called fascia, and that collects and stores voltage from the air when you breathe deeply and then slowly pack while you lock your anus, men and women. And what happened, I hear this story about Wayne Chandler. He wrote a great book, Ancient Future, but this story, listen to this. Brother man shared it with me. Wayne Chandler got hit by a truck. Guess what happened?
What?
They say he got thrown about 50 to 100 feet, stood up, brushed off his pants, and went on about his business.
I didn't ask him that.
I was trying to ask. Special shout out to King Simon. I was there.
Yo, Wayne, when Wayne come on here again, I'm going to ask him in front of everybody. I heard that, but I didn't ask him that.
I was trying my hardest, and I said, I was drinking my roots drink. So they was like, oh, who's that? Who's that? Keep asking the same question.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that's incredible. I know when I do my Qigong, it gives you this feeling that you are thicker, stronger than everything around you, including bricks. Special acknowledgement to Grandmaster who teaches in Manhattan.
Indeed.
Yes. I want to remember his name because he specialized in wushu for brothers, because he said the brothers had so much potential. Grandmaster Alan Lee.
Alan Lee.
I salute you and thank you, Grandmaster Alan Lee, for all that you taught about Qi and cultivation of Qi and packing the Qi until you make bricks explode if you want to. So I acknowledge you, Grandmaster Alan Lee. I acknowledge you, Master Wayne Chandler. And I'm saying it, and family, we got to honor our masters who walk with us in this life now.
I'm gonna put the link to the workshop up right now.
Please do, because I'm signed up already. I'm like, I want to learn this.
Nah, this dude is truly a master teacher, and I've heard so many stories. I heard that story. I'm gonna ask him next time he's on the show, though. But man, I've heard some remarkable stories about Qigong, and my spirit told me it's time for our people. You know, we look past that as if it belongs to another culture.
No, that's ours.
Yeah.
That's ours, family. And then if you have on orgone or if you have on crystals that you've activated, it amplifies Qigong. Special shout out to Omi Funke, Taurus lady. If you're watching, mwah. I don't know why I thought of her just then. Happy birthday, all the Taurus folks in the house and in the future.
Indeed. Once again, shout out to Wayne Chandler. I'm going to have him on in a couple of days. I put up the link in the chat. Also, it's on the screen. You can go to WayneChandler.eventbrite.com. This is the absolute cheapest you will get this master teacher doing a workshop on Qigong. I guarantee you, if you go to his website, it's a whole different ball game when you go to his workshops in like Mexico and other states and other countries. So this is as good as going to get on this channel right here, family. I advise all of y'all, if y'all really interested in really maximizing your energy and your Qi, to sign up for this workshop. Hank, I look forward to seeing you there. I know you signed up.
I signed up.
And the brother's going to definitely be happy to see you there as well.
Yes. I got to share a story. I was microdosing. Okay. Microdosing. I'll just say microdosing ayahuasca. And then I went outside. And at that time, my Qigong teacher, Brother Sifu James, he's an ancestor now, God bless him. He had us doing Qigong in the park. And family, you know what happened? I suddenly lost reference of my body. And I saw this milky white energy. And I heard this hum. And I realized I had inadvertently tapped into the ocean of Qi.
It was milky.
It was milky. It was glowing white, and it was humming like And then as I continued to do the Qigong, it kept coming back and forth, and I was like, "Wow, this feels great." So put the work in, family. Put the work in, because anybody over the age of 25 living in America with rubber sole shoes, your bone density is weak. It's easy for you to break bones. So the more breath work you do, the greater the increase in bone tissue density. And we need it. We don't know when we're going to flip and trip. You don't know when you're going to flip and trip, and you might crack instead of bounce. But to invest in your future and your well-being, you do the Qigong, you learn the basic principles of Qigong, and that will protect your tissues, your organs, your bones, and your mind. And I remember I went to a Native American community house years ago, and there was a Chinese master, and he drew a triangle on the chalkboard. And he said, of these 3 points, one is physical training, martial arts, the other one is Qigong, and the other one is herbs. You don't do martial arts without Qigong, and you don't do it without herbs. So Dr. Sabi, God bless him. Welcome to the show tonight. I hope you're listening. What Dr. Sabi would always do, from drinking the sea moss, he would drop on one knee on a stage and go, boom.
Right.
Bone density.
Bone density.
Bone density.
Mm.
You want to have bone density. And single mothers, teach your sons how to shake a hand correctly to a man. Don't give him no limp noodle handshake. Tell him squeeze it with both hands. If he's a toddler, squeeze it like he got his money. Because boys need healthy testosterone flexing. Teach your sons, my brothers, my fathers out here in the audience, teach your sons to squeeze the hell out of another boy's hand or another man's hand. That's protocol. We got to do that because testosterone is becoming more precious than gold because everybody is decompressed and their Metatron aura is collapsing like a deflated balloon by nature of the lifestyle.
So would you compare, since you said aura, you brought up a question I had in mind earlier. Would you say the sacred geometry of Metatron's cube, is that the same as our macabre light body?
Everything. We are all. There's nothing outside of us. Everything is inside of us. We are Metatron's cube when we're healthy. When we give birth to a brand new baby, that baby has Metatron sacred structured alkaline water. He all that's humming. Babies can, children, they said to enter the kingdom, you have to become childlike again. What does that mean? That means that all your faculties and your monkey mind has to be put on the back burner. So you have to just practice laughter, comedy shows, laughing. Feeds your Metatron cube within your cells and within the molecules of your cells, tissues, and organs. Laughter before you go to bed is some of the best medicine you can ever do because there's an ancient Chinese practice called the inner smile that restores the structure, the alkalinity, the testosterone, the oxytocin, the serotonin. They are all Metatron cubes. They're all hexagonal. If you look it up right now, on the show, you will see that bliss, orgasmic bliss, is Metatron's cube radiating through all the cells. And kids are happy-gasmic. Happy-gasmic. Stronger. You know how strong little kids are when they grab your hand because they're so happy? They're diesel strong. Especially from the pyramid drinking of mother's breast milk. Metatron's cube. Structured milk. Alkaline milk. You hear this?
Yeah,
I don't know, bro. I'm getting all excited. I'm on the roll.
No, this is powerful. Let me ask a question from the chat real quick. Sister Yaya says, so Metatron's cube is the blueprint. Is it the blueprint for this round?
No, it's your blueprint. Yeah. You are Metatron when you healthy. You are Metatron when you eat right, think right, feel right. You are Metatron's cube. It's a blueprint for who we truly are. It's not external. Those are just mirror reflections. You are the gods and the goddesses. What would happen? And I'm going to say this, Brother Rich. What would happen if all of a sudden all of our sisters in our community will become orgasmic without touch? Touchless orgasm. What would happen if all our sisters are walking around in bliss, just laughing and smiling because because they feel so much oxytocin, serotonin in their melanin? Special shout out to Master Nit Yama. Special shout out to Nikki Morgan. Special shout out to Adara. Special shout out to Master Yao Morris. Special shout out to my classmate Jedi, Brother Ricardo. Special shout out to my co-host Baraka. Are talking about Metatron's cube and orgasms. Orgasm is literally Metatron's cube structure dancing through the whole body, renewing all the cells. So if you're not happy-gasmic, your sacred honeycomb design of your molecules will diminish, deflate, and you'll become old. So what we're talking about, setting up that disc for the water, setting up those discs for your crystals. Okay. I got mine on. Get yours. I'm trying to think if I covered everything. And do it for your bed. Ladies, men, make your xenon pillows and then add a Metatron cube magnet disc What would happen if you covered your whole mattress with that? For those who have the finances, I don't know. I tell you this, nothing feels better than this baby, because this thing is so strong, it's magnetizing my blood, because your blood travels through every cell of your body once a minute. So this here, and I'm gonna share something else.
What's that? A bracelet?
This is a bracelet. This is a Metatron Q bracelet. That's why I bugged out when Brother Rich called me, because this is what I sleep with. Okay, on my wrist. So all my blood is literally getting Metatron sacred structure through my blood. And that's when I was pumping my bike over here, Brother Rich. I had the tires pressure, 120 PSI on the front and the back. And I was surprised at my speed, because health, vitality, regeneration is all in the blood. And the correct application of magnets increase blood flow 20 to 30%. So you won't get Alzheimer's because of insufficient oxygenation. You won't get Parkinson because that's insufficient oxygenation. Do you understand what I'm saying, family? Invest in your future by magnetizing today. Magnetize. Explore magnetism. Tick-tock goes the clock. Make time your friend instead of your enemy. What happened if you create a Metatron's cube? What happened with eyesight? And when I was wearing this, Brother Rich, when I first put this on, I was outside and it felt like the outdoors was brighter. It's just, I didn't feel the pain in my left hip because, I had a knee injury years ago. So that's why I had the limp. But it was causing stress on my left hip and it's starting to get painful. So when I put the Metatron magnetic on my wrist, I forgot about the pain in my left hip. And I was like, oh, shoot, that means it's magnetizing the blood and going to the micro capillaries around the joints. You want that for your eyes, too. Because the only reason you have high blood pressure is because all the food, all the fat from the food, the cholesterol has covered up the micro capillaries and squeezed off your capillaries like a garden hose that squirts further than ordinary. When you pinch a hose and the pressure goes up, same thing happens with the blood. You can use magnets, especially that Metatron cube, to magnetize your blood and gradually dissolve all the plaque in your bloodstream. And you'll notice your memory gets sharper. Any questions?
Right now, somebody wants to know how to get in touch with you. They want to know how to.
I don't have any social media, and I got a little humble platform on YouTube. It's only like a handful of folks. Magnets, crystals, and pyramids. But you can reach me, my Google number, and all my brothers and sisters who order from me. I gotta tell you, I'm a one-man operation, and I'm juggling innovation and handcrafting orders. So if you're a quickie, don't even bother, because I like to work and give it my best and give you the latest upgrades. So don't even bother. But my cell number, my Google line is 347-788-1865. Oregon for you. www.orgone, ORGONE, the number 4, YOU.com. And I got to say to you, Brother Rich, I think you're psychic, because I just been in the lab zone working with this sacred geometry, and I hadn't put a word out yet. And then you come out of the clear blue. And you heard when first thing I said was, oh, Brother Rich, I ain't ready. And then you said Enoch, and bam, boom. I was like, oh, shoot. You can't make this up. I'm all knee deep in the sacred geometry. Here it is right here. This is Enoch technology. Had these custom made 6-sided 24-karat gold coated neodymium magnets. You go ahead and try to find one, a hexagonal rare earth magnet on the web. Good luck. Good luck. Had to have it customized, and it took about 2 years to try to figure out how to use them correctly. And I did all kind of variations. Even this is variations. Look at it. These are pyramids. I got it on Oregon. It activated it, but it's not optimized. This one is optimized. This little shorty here is 12 pyramids, and this is a prototype. but this has nice energy. But there's a lot of energy, family. Explore crystal activation, because in your DNA, the Metatron technology is waiting for you to activate it with sacred geometry on your water, magnetically. And if you look at a crystal six-sided, melanin six-sided, graphene six-sided, anti-gravity six-sided, magnetism six-sided, electricity six-sided, 666. Figure it out. They're trying to give you hints that you are a supernatural miracle of life, and you just need to have your toolbox to activate all of your being to manifest with the speed of love. How we doing, Brother Rich? What's the timeline?
Man, we doing great. We gonna go on. We gonna take some Q&A.
Yeah,
We
man.
gonna get out of here. We
I
gonna
wanna
we gonna
drink
go
some
on
of
for
my
about
Pink Lima.
yeah. We gonna go on for about 20 more minutes.
Yeah.
Take some Q&A, and then we gonna get on out of here, man. I definitely appreciate you coming through, man, with the whole Metatron. I didn't know you was gonna see, because a person could have gave the history of Metatron, but you're showing us how to apply this technology today.
Listen, we got geniuses in our community. Phil Valentine could tell you all about Metatron and Enoch, but I'm Uncle Hankh, and I want to show you how you use that in your kitchen, your bathroom, your bedroom, and the xenon bulbs. So we got to have the balance of technology, philosophy. We got geniuses. Special shout out to everybody, including you, the listening audience. You are the pioneers of future inventions. Maybe if you take a little bit of this and run with it, I have no idea where it will go.
Indeed. Family, we're gonna get to some Q&A. Give me some questions. What is it called? I see a couple of questions popping up now. Also, family, a reminder, make sure you support the channel. Very important to keep this channel, functioning and on top. We never know what YouTube is thinking, what they're doing. We doing what we doing though, so we ain't even gonna worry about YouTube right now. But hit up the Cash App, family, $ Black Magic 363. It's been a great year in terms of metaphysics with y'all, and I hope y'all have enjoyed everything that this channel has brought to you metaphysically in 2022, the year of spiritual mastery. All right, family. So with that being said, yeah, hit up the Cash App and let's see
I want to show you how
what you got. What you want to show?
Zoo, it glows. It collects light in the daytime in the sunlight, and it glows at night. I'm just putting it close to your light bulb, Brother Rich.
What, you want to turn off the light?
No, it's actually absorbing the light, and then maybe you can see the glow.
If you turn it off, can you see it more?
Yeah. Can you?
Hit that light. Let's see if we could you hit that light over there. Let's see if we could. Let me see.
From the mic. You can tell me what I'm doing with the Yin Yang Zoo charge.
Yeah, he's charging it on a light bulb. Oh, I see it. Put it to the camera. Let me see. Hold up now, man. So you ain't crazy after all, man. Okay.
How do you turn this light off?
Let me get it. Let me get that.
You see? Should I stand here?
You stay right there.
Look, family. That's how it glows. You see it?
Yeah. So, you ain't on the mic though, so you ain't get the mic and talk to tell them what's going on.
Okay.
What's going on, Hank?
This is the Yin Yang.
Put it down, son. Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Yin Yang Zoo stone that glows and it collects light in the daytime. And this is the chi that ancient world revered about the magic of this stone, because it sends off vital force and helps your body regenerate back to Metatron frequencies. Special shout out to Oye. Special shout out to Dooley. Special shout out to Master Kalindi IE. And you see, they see it. Can you see it?
Yeah, it's glowing.
It's glowing? Okay.
You see it, brother.
Okay, I can't see from here, but this is how it glows. And then when you put the little Metatron magnets on it, it amplifies the energy. And then when you put on your crystals in your Yin Yang Zoo, you can order this on Etsy. You can order this on Etsy real cheap. It costs like $40 a rock. Don't unless you got money to throw away, just order it on Etsy and then activate it with your violet ray wand and get yourself some of those small magnets, like a 1/16 of an inch in diameter, and create the Metatron magnet and glue it to the stone, and it'll be humming. You'll feel the hum. It makes everything lighter. Okay.
Powerful.
All right.
Powerful. Let's turn on that light.
Okay. Let me go. Let me put. Hold on, y'all. Let me put the microphone on Buddha's hands.
Yeah, man. Y'all seen that, man?
Okay.
Hankh wasn't lying.
Yeah.
Hankh was not lying.
And-
It's Ye Ming Zhu.
Yes.
That's the stone, the glow in the dark stone that collects light during the daytime that the brother was talking about.
And I want to give us a shout out with workwithoyi.com, and he can assist you with the Yin Mang Zhu information, because I'm new kid on the block with that. So he has more information about it. And there's a website, Brother Rich, I don't know if I can share it with you, that y'all can read about the Yin Mang Zhu, but it's fascinating because it's made of diamond, rubies, and it's real hard. It's a real hard stone. And after I activate one, Brother Rich, I'm gonna hook you up, because you're doing a big service to the community. Y'all should make sure y'all give him donations, because he's a daddy coming up, and he got a little thunder toddler. I could hear him thundering. He must be going to sleep now, but he got some energy, man. That's some serious Metatron energy he got. Blessed be, blessed be. Support our brother. And let me see. I meant to bring my UV light. And I must have. Oh, I could use my cell phone. Let me see if I can light it up. Let me put the microphone here. I want to show y'all how you do this. See, and it's really wild to have it on at night while you're sleeping, and you see a glow stone in the middle of the night. I don't know if you can see it, but. And if you have a black light or UV light, it even glows brighter.
All right. So let's get to the Q&A. Somebody wants to know what happens if you wear the stone around your neck.
Which
I guess
one?
the glow in the dark one.
It feels really good. Like I literally feel my aura like thicker, radiating throughout my living room, pressing against the walls. I feel the energy. So you can get them at different prices. Like I got a small one. This size is 40 on Etsy. And then what I suggest is, let me tell y'all what to do now with this. Okay. For all of you who like making things, you get diamond bit drills, because it's going to take a lot to drill through this. I feel like passing one to Brother Rich so he can feel how hard this is. This is a very hard pebble. It looks like a river rock until you put that light to it. It just looks like a rock that you kick along the road when you're walking in the woods. But this is a very special stone. And the Metatron activation with magnets, thanks to our brother Enoch the Ethiopian, you can activate the Yin Mang Zhu and bring it to greater potency. Because you remember in the movie Frankenstein, how do they bring Frankenstein to life? Thunderstorms, lightning. So that's where you place and I'm gonna put this mic right back up here for a second. You literally, again, I'm just going to say this again. Here it is, turning up the violet ray, holding the stone and charging it up. Okay, it tickled in your hand. Can you see it, Brother Rich?
Yeah.
This wakes up the stone. It wake up your crystal, and then you'll feel the difference. Everything feels lighter. So let me try doing the lift test without it. Just calibrating, and then I'll try it while I'm holding this stone here. It feels lighter. It feels lighter. Now I put it down, and it's heavier. Oh, I found what I was wanting to show you. Family, this is what you got to get. You got to get a black light. I'm going to leave this here now. I found what I was wanting to show you. A black light really lights up the stone. You put a black light onto the stone. You catching this, Rich?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm just like bathing the stone, and it's hard. You
Mhm.
put this in a sock, you make somebody rock.
Mm.
You know, but this is what it looks like. Can you see that?
Yeah.
All right. Now stay like that for hours. For hours. And they say that if you're really high in bliss from meditation or otherwise, the stone starts to glow. So I don't know. You know, maybe Wayne Chandler or Peter who turned on. Oh, I just learned that there was a brother named um, Peter. He's also into Qigong martial arts. He's the one who turned on Master Kalindi to shrooms.
Okay.
I forgot his name, Peter Azaius or something like that. But if you're listening, shout out, acknowledging you too.
Mm.
And so look, Brother Rich,
Yeah,
is that clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So I got to hook you up with one of these, right, bro?
That's serious stuff right there, man.
Yeah. So I'm just like bathing it, and this is what happens in daylight, because the black light is really a form of sunlight in a flashlight.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
now I'm just putting it like this and then showing the screen, and then you put the magnets on it, and see, we can still got the lights on.
Yeah.
Is that clear?
We can still see it.
Good.
Yeah, we can still see it.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to a couple of more questions, Hank.
Sure.
Wow, this is a very informative show, family. Let's get to some Q&A. Let me see. Somebody said, I need to stop eating meat. Any quick way to detox?
Yeah. Don't eat. Do a juice fast. Do a juice fast. Be gentle with yourself, because a lot of times our food has been our comfort when we didn't even have money.
Yeah.
The Southern way.
Yeah.
And the way Grandma would make fried chicken,
Mhm.
and Pop would prepare, turkey and fish and seafood. The food was really an expression of like, I love you,
Mhm.
without saying a word. The macaroni and cheese, candy yam, collard greens. Only thing is, we went out there and bust our butts working. But now we eat and we just sit and get on the computer or a tablet, and then that becomes poison. So be moderate. I would highly recommend, as far as getting your Kinkeliba tea, Kinkeliba, and that helps you to lose weight and also increase circulation. So right now I'm just like putting my Metatron disc. I'm gonna leave this with you, Brother Rich.
Excellent.
This Metatron disc.
Excellent.
And magnetize your water, magnetize your tea.
Let's get to this next question.
One thing, family, keeping away from your laptop, cell phone, credit cards, because magnets will neutralize the magnetic strip. Also, do not have them near a person that has a pacemaker or a woman who's pregnant, because she's under magnetic production. 2 to 3 feet away from wallets, electronics, pregnant women, and people with pacemakers.
Mm-hmm. Our next question: how do you know when you're ready for your first dose of ayahuasca?
Just by nature of you asking about it, maybe the medicine is calling you. But I say always do things in small amounts.
Mm-hmm.
Small amounts. Start with small amounts, and get well versed and learn the principles of forgiveness. Because the people who have the most trauma, if things flipped and we became the ones in power, remember, look what happened to this country. The people who colonized this country were the rejects of Europe. They were the untouchables from Ireland, England, because the people in Ireland and England, the noble class, owned all the land. The noble class in Italy owned all the land, or most of it. So they came to this country, the financial untouchables, basically the lowest people on the rung, with the most trauma. The slave class came and colonized America with all that trauma, and look how they treated the indigenous people, because they were the castaways. They was the European rejects that came. They had a choice of either going to jail for murder, rape, or whatever, or going and colonizing America or Australia or wherever else they went. So if you go with trauma anywhere, you become a monster. So you want to get with those issues with forgiveness. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I don't know. I never even spoke on that before, bro. But that's the way it really is.
Mhm.
Who wants to colonize Mars? You know what they're going to do one day if they ever do get to Mars? Who's to say that Mars don't already have life forms? Who are you to decide you're going to? They don't mess with the moon because that's a satellite. They don't go back to the moon. I don't mean to get off subject, but the moon, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the moon's a satellite. The moon is hollow. Look it up. But getting back to ayahuasca, oh no, I just ran on.
No, we listening, man.
The ayahuasca opens up your Metatron's cube and all your trauma and drama. You have to say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you, because you are not guilt-free of anything that you've done. When I took the medicine, it showed me stuff I did in my early teen years, and I had to ask for forgiveness. And then it shows you, if you keep taking it, it'll show you the trauma from your family bloodline. It makes you think about that biblical verse where it says, 7 generations, what a person does in this life, for better or worse, can impact 7 generations. So that means in your genetic memory, in your body, you have memories of previous generations. So dealing with this kind of geometry and also forgiveness will help to restore your Metatron cube like a structured snowflake, like crystals. You want to be clear as a crystal. Look how I got this crystal. I got this one on underneath the beads. But if you can see, let me see. Look how I have can you see that, Brother Rich?
Yeah.
I have the Metatron magnets on the front of this double terminated crystal and in the back. But crystals are organized, and it will help organize your life.
Excellent, man. Let's get to the next question. All right. I know you. What's the name of the website to order? Did you give a website to order?
Yeah, Etsy. And,
Etsy.
Etsy, you can look it on Etsy. I didn't find any on eBay, and I didn't find any on Amazon. But look on Etsy for the Ying Mang Zhu, because they're not authentic, because those disappeared. So almost all of them out here are manufactured, but you can activate them with sunshine, high voltage. Nobody other than Brother Rich's platform and Brother Panic, anybody know about xenon bulbs activating tissues for cellular regeneration? This is cutting edge, but we're not embracing. You got to read really borderline technology. But you have to thank Brother Rich, because he knows all these eccentric innovators and such. But that combination of Metatron magnetics and xenon bulbs, no telling.
Somebody said, I'm not gonna ask that. Let me get to the next question.
Uh-oh. Watch yourself. I'm gonna take a swig from that.
Somebody said, where can we order that Metatron bracelet?
I'm still testing it. I'm still testing, but it's coming. It's coming. You can make it. You can make them yourself. And that's what I'm sharing this to encourage people. Here's a smaller one, Brother Rich. I'm encouraging you to make these.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's a washer. Yours can be just the shape of the round magnets on here. It doesn't have to be 6-sided magnets. It could be round magnets, and you will have a Metatron cube magnet. Take the time, play with it, figure it out, watch this tape again and again, and you will create this, because what good is it to feed a man for a day? What do you say? Teach a man to fish and he eats for a lifetime, or feed a man a fish, he eats for a day. I'm sharing with you free of charge on this show what took me decades to figure out.
People don't know how blessed they are, man. Decades.
Took decades.
You've been doing this for a while. I never heard you talk about that.
Yeah.
So this is new. This is like breaking news.
Yeah, this has been decades.
Yeah.
And you know, you learn to love it more and more.
I hope y'all really appreciate what this brother's bringing today, because I know this brother for, man, over a decade, and I haven't heard him talk about this particular technology. So yeah, this is powerful. What's a good natural toothpaste? Somebody asked.
I make my own toothpaste, okay? Baking soda, charcoal, turmeric, ground up Himalayan salt. I combine them and then put peppermint oil. That's what I use for my teeth.
Okay.
I say survival skills, make your own.
Mm-hmm.
Baking soda, salt, charcoal, turmeric, peppermint oil.
All right, let's get to the next question. Let me see what y'all talking about. I'm seeing a lot of comments. We're gonna get to a few questions and get out of here, family. I don't see any questions.
Okay. Well, you don't have any questions. Maybe they're just thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm scrolling down. Where can learn the history of beads?
What?
Yeah, I guess they're saying, where can they learn the history of beads?
Look it up. I don't know.
Just Google, huh?
Google.
Yeah.
Yeah. YouTube is the new university, family. You can learn anything you want on YouTube.
Is there any beads? Is there a certain name they type up with the beads, like African beads or this beads, or just type in?
If I was going to use what's the biggest thing is what's your intention? Because there's so many beads with so many different applications. It's what is your intention?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's get to the next question. Thank you, Krista Joe, for the super chat. She says, love the info shared by you both. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate the super chat. Somebody wants to know ways to use the Metatron sigil.
I don't know. I'm just telling you how to make your own, and you tell us. I had a person that I gifted a pyramid with. His name is Noble Naga. You know what he did, Brother Rich?
What?
Put the pyramid on the table, hit it with a tuning fork, and the tone that came from the tuning fork hit me in the chest from the video. And then I felt it move through my whole body. I never seen.
You be saying some shit.
Yo, I'm telling you. Special shout out to Noble Naga. Yo, and it was a pyramid that looked like this, family. This one right here. A smaller version of this one. And I gifted him this pyramid, and he set it on a table. Now, what made him do that? I don't know. And then hit a tuning fork, put it on the top of the pyramid, and this tone that came out of the pyramid hit me in my heart chakra and radiated through the rest of my body. And I sent that out to other people, and it did the same thing to them. So these questions, do something and then get back to us and let us know what happened. Put it in the show description, not the show description, but in your comments. Do experiments. Question everything is what Dick Gregory told me. Question everything. Create. Strive to thrive.
$1 Million Mama wants to know, do you need an assistant?
Eventually, I got to finish printing out this material. But right now, I got a four-legged girlfriend named Chloe. And every time somebody call the house, especially a female, here she comes getting right between my ankles saying, don't you love me, Daddy? Why are you on the phone? You know, she just look at me. She want me to pet her. But right now, I'm in monk mode, family, until this weather gets warm. I ain't been having no social life. I do eat and drink my tea, but we have to sometimes sacrifice so we could stay focused as a laser to make manifestations.
Indeed.
It's good for the testosterone.
2 more questions. What to do to help remember your dreams?
Drink more water. And then charge the water up. You know what? That's been interesting because since I've been charging up the water and charging up these crystals, I've been having a lot of flying dreams, family. So for you to activate your crystals with the Metatron magnetics, you will get so charged up, it'll be easy for you to have flying dreams and remember.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I know a few people out here, brother. Special shout out to Spirit Doula. She travels. Queen of Swords, Inda D, in California. They be flying out of their bodies on the regular. And they always laughing, always smiling, because joy and happiness keeps the body on high frequencies.
Joy and happiness, huh?
Yeah, man.
Definitely. Who was the black lady on the moon?
Oh, I remember that was supposedly a 6-fingered woman from one of the astronauts that had the secret moon. They continued to go to the moon and explore like moon base, the various cities, and they found an ancient ship, and she was in suspended animation for thousands and thousands of years, and they supposedly brought her back, and she looked Ethiopian. She had dreadlocks. She had 6 fingers, and God help, I hope if she's alive that they're giving her freedom to move about. But she was in suspended animation on an ancient starship that had crash landed on the moon. According to an astronaut who married an African woman. And if you listen up, family, astronauts and researchers confess on their deathbed.
Why is that?
So because they probably see all the black ancestors on the other side, so they say, listen, I got to give it to y'all straight so I can get some good pointers. Let's talk about what's his name. He said there's 2 gentlemen that I'm thinking of, Rich, and one of them his name was Rich. He spoke about that they already have the technology. Ben Rich said they had the technology to take ET home, but it would take an act of God to release it to the general public. They already have warp speed. They already have the technology of levitation. We are left on the Stone Age with rubber tires. We are living in the Stone Age with rubber tires. We're in the Stone Age of religion on this prison planet. That was one. And there was another man who also spoke about the advanced technology, which is light years ahead of us in the powers that be over the planet. But they keep us in what we think we have. The latest cell phone is Stone Age technology compared to the rest of the universe in certain quadrants. They have it on this planet, but they're not giving it up. And if you see those triangular ships, they call TR-3B. Those are reverse engineered American ships that can teleport from here to Europe within seconds. Particle beam weapons. I seen one on the Jersey Turnpike, 3:00 in the morning. I saw this blazing light, just holding steady. And I was going down to see my mom when she was alive. And when I got to around exit 3 or 4, it was parked about 1,000 feet off to the left. And it was just levitating like they was in their ship. It was just levitating, no sound. It had 3 lights on each of the points and a center light. And it was in the front of it, when I saw that light, it was like it had ionized the air to create light. And that was the light that I saw all the way up by exit 8 until I got down about exit 3. And I wanted to take a picture. I was like, I don't know what kind of technology got. I don't want to stir nobody and disappear in the middle of the night. So I'm just going to slow creep and watch this triangular levitating ship. They got the technology. Seriously.
Wow, man. What a show. Uncle Hank, man, I want to thank you for coming through once again, my brother.
Thank you for the show,
This
brother.
has been truly amazing. The people you had them ordering stuff all show long. They've been on Etsy. They've been saying, everybody been saying, I've been buying this, buying that.
Oh yeah. and listen, make sure you to activate it. Activate it.
Yeah.
Activate. And maybe this will help in all your dreams to manifest.
Indeed. Any you want to leave any contact information again before we get out of here?
www.orgone, ORGONE, the number 4 YOU.com. And I want to say that bliss is the highest Metatron activation throughout the body. Bliss. Bliss.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I don't, you know what, brother Rich, I hardly have time to put anything on YouTube. I don't have time. I did one show yesterday and it was about touchless bliss.
Remember when you gave me the it was me, you, Loaded Lux, and Cam, and you gave us the what's that, the toad?
Yeah.
And I took it and I went to the realm of laughter. I couldn't stop laughing. I was in a realm of laughter, bro. That shit was
Brother Rich became laughing Buddha.
Laughing Buddha
for like at least a half an hour.
I wish
he became laughing Buddha. He went to Buddha state at least a half an hour on a park bench in the hood in the middle of the night.
It was like midnight.
Yeah. And special shout out to my nephews, Kambata, Loaded Lux. Yep.
Man, we urban shamans out here, man. We doing what we do, regardless, even if we live in a concrete jungle, man. We still tapping into nature, family. So I want to thank everybody. OMG Farm, I appreciate the super chat. Definitely appreciate the support that's important. Thank you for tuning in tonight, family. The chat, y'all been sharing a lot of useful information in the chat. Hank, thank you for coming through.
Special shout out to Marlise in Louisiana. She was watching your show. Special shout out to Sharvita out of DC. Special shout out to my beautiful Virgo sister Mandy. Special shout out to, there's so many folks I know, man. Special shout out, love all y'all.
Shout out to Wayne Chandler. I just put the flyer on the screen.
Oh yeah,
Master Teachers going down. Hank gonna be in the building. May 21st is going down from 1 to 5. The Qigong Energy training workshop for my brother Wayne Chandler. I'm gonna share. Real excited about that. That's gonna help take us to the next level.
Yeah, special shout out to Brother Sirius, all my Tantra classmates. Yeah.
Indeed. Shout out to Rod Hayes. Yesterday we had the
oh man, that was deep.
We had the Patreon class yesterday, a private joint for all my Patreons. He went off on
ice
Activate.
Walls, man.
You see,
you like that? Interior. I love that, man.
yo,
that's some real truth, family. They consider us the surface savages that only live 60, 80 years, and the ones who's in the Earth's hollow, they live 1,500 years average.
Damn,
we getting played.
Hey man,
with Stone Age toys.
Stone Age toys, huh? Wow. Hey, all right, family. Thanks for tuning in. Matter of fact, speaking of Kambata should be on tomorrow. I don't know if he's watching right now, but Kambata should be on tomorrow night. So we're gonna have an amazing conversation on language and certain things he's seen from his psychedelic trips. That brother, he's like heavily into that. So it's gonna be an amazing show tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow for my brother Kambata. But besides that, family, thank you once again. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow, family. Peace.